Well, hello there to the river. This is the current happenings. Pastor Jeff here, and it is the end of the week and leaning into the weekend and thinking about what we will talk about on Sunday, the last of our core values, 6 and 7, and our vision statement as we really lean into becoming the River Church officially on March 29th. We will do that. But just talking through basically a vision series, thinking through the clarity and the culture that we are building and want to build together. And these are really the commitments that Christ has to us and we get to have with one another as the church family. 5 that we've had so far are love first, prayerful dependence, giving honor, authentic faith, and continual transformation. We've got 2 more that relate to those and build upon them, but those are purposeful discipleship and to champion others. And so that is 7 total. We'll talk through and reveal the vision statement. And we have been each of these Sundays in March giving our declaration of purpose, which is kind of like a manifesto. Like what are we seeking to be? And what do we invite each other and others into? And so the river obviously is a metaphor, the river of God. And those are many of the scriptures that we've talked about. And it's more than a word picture. It is truly that we want to live in God's presence and before him and to be led by him. And this is a significant moment in our culture, where it's not, we can't just take it for granted that people, want to go to church or that it's just something that they want to do, but rather if we have authentic faith, or as we have authentic faith, I should say, Jesus uses us in the lives of people who are hurting, that people who not only need him, but need a friend, need someone to care for them. And we are the people who get to intercede and to interact. And so there are a few announcements happening this week. We call this the current happenings. And so one of them is Saturday night on March 14th is a special student ministries social event. It is a Mario Kart tournament. Now, this is for ages, grade 7 to 12. So really up to age 18. So if you know a teen, invite them to that. And we've got the graphic on this here. You won't see me on this announcement this week. This is just audio, but the graphic is here or with the email. And what a sweet thing they're building together in the student ministry. Our Life in the Spirit class will pause. These workshops will pause again until March 29th. And we plan that at the new year, not really planning the launch as the same day, but what a sweet season it has been to listen to the Spirit and to do that together. So that has been a special time at 6 p.m. on Sundays and specific Sundays. And the next one will be March 29th. The last one will be April 12th. As we lean in to becoming the river, there's a few things that we could do. It's not just the staff doing stuff, but we can all participate. And one is just kind of lean into intentional community and serving. So if you have an opportunity to serve, or maybe if you're like, you know what, I don't have any specific way that I'm serving, you can reply to our email or seek out our administrator, Anna, and say, I really need to get connected to the hospitality team, which is the easiest on-ramp or the simplest on-ramp to just meaningful service. And there's some other things going on, like, for example, Saturday the 28th for the afternoon from 12 to 4, March 28th, we're just kind of a little simple work party to kind of refresh some things on the inside of the building, lobby, baseboards, all kinds of simple things, along with our new signage that just make it clear where everything is. The end of that week, as we're leaning into that weekend, we'll go the new sign out front on the monument, sign by the street. And so we're excited to become the River Church, but it takes, a lot of hands to do that. So that will be March 28th. Looking ahead, you're like, hey, I would actually like to work on a bunch of stuff. Saturday, April 25th, so this is in about a month and a half, we will have a larger work party all day on Saturday, April 25th. And this will be inside, outside. If you have an organizational bent, or you're like, you know what, I'd like to get some dirt under my fingernails and work outside, we are going to do all kinds of things. And so we're assembling a list, basically a wish list of things to do Some of it maintenance, a lot of it is just refreshing for spring. Spring will be in full season. We get the lawn mowed for us. It's just a big task, but a lot of the other things we can do ourselves. And so look forward to that. And that truly is all ages. And so more to come on that, but just want to look forward to that. When we become the river on March 29th, that is also Palm Sunday. On the next Sunday will be Easter or Resurrection Sunday, April 5th. And just be thinking through, like, who would you invite to this church? I remember someone recently said to me, it's like, when we first started this, I wasn't so sure. I don't know if I'd invite anyone. I love my church, and then they're like, oh, I'm definitely inviting people. And we want to invite them into our lives. But what if we invited them into this whole church community? And, even on Sunday mornings, what a beautiful time that is. So real brief here, the announcements, the current happenings this week. A lot has been going on in your lives, in my life. I'm looking forward to preaching this Sunday as we lean in to really wrapping up these core values, our vision statement. We shared last week our mission statement and our manifesto each week. Really looking forward to worshiping with you in Jesus' name.